But in the last few weeks, Boris Johnson's tactic has seemed more and more to distance himself from austerity and the policies of the last 9 years of Tory government. But has it worked? We took to the streets to find out. That is the most laughable thing I've heard all election. Boris attempting to suggest the state of the nation has got nothing to do with me. Bullshit! Boris was there every step of the fucking way. Boris is the guy who consistently defended the banks after a global financial crash that the Tories used as an opportunity to implement a political ideology that was a brutal and sustained assault on the poorest and most vulnerable people in our society. As Mayor of London, he cut police numbers and axed £65 million from the fire service, presumably to help pay for his illegal anti-riot water cannons, which ironically are a bit like fire engines. He was at the heart of a government that forced disabled people to work, decimated mental health services, slashed legal aid, abandoned social care for the elderly, and has seen child poverty skyrocket so that right now 1 in every 3 children is living below the poverty line. All under the Tories, who also allowed their own internal party struggles regarding Europe to spill over and split the country in two. And Boris was the one who sold us this fucking Brexit shit show, who told us it would be easy and that he had a fucking plan. He was demonstrably a dangerously inept foreign secretary, and let's not forget in his race for number 10 when he refused to support our ambassador in Washington, condemning one of our best diplomats to the mercy of the fat Twitter thumbs of the Dayglow narcissist in chief, demonstrating such a lack of moral backbone from Boris that I'm surprised he can still stand up, and which proved in no uncertain terms that Boris Johnson is not a patriot, rather an opportunistic coward. Fuck you, Boris, and fuck your oven-ready, pop-it-in-the-microwave Brexit, you patronising, aristocratic, populist prick. You are a microwave meal Prime Minister who's been oven-ready for high office ever since you were burning £50 notes in front of tramps in your Bullingdon Club days in Oxford. A microwave meal full of shit, no nutritional value at all, just an unremarkable turd waiting to happen. And the only thing that separates Boris from me or a struggling single parent or a crack whore is that Boris had a better education, one far superior than anything you or I could ever imagine or, more importantly, afford. Look past his hilarious quips and his amusing use of Latin and you see Boris for what he is, an egotistical charlatan with no discernible talent, a self-serving, malevolent arsehole who described himself as a one-nation Tory after sacking every fucking one-nation Tory the Tory party had, throwing out members of his own party that voted for Brexit more times than he did. He is as much to blame for the state of the nation as any other Tory. This is what 9 years of the Tories looks like. The rich are much richer, the poor are much poorer, more people living rough on the streets than ever before. Walk down your average high street, even Poundland is boarded up. The NHS is broken, police numbers slashed, knife crime up, the prison service on its knees. Scotland wants to fuck off, Northern Ireland has ceased to function, the United Kingdom is falling apart at the seams. The Tories did this. No other party did this. The Tories did this. So if you hate this, you have to vote for whoever is most likely to beat your local Tory candidate. And vote for them, no matter who they fucking are. Hold your nose and just imagine Boris outside number 10 next Friday morning, looking like a startled pig in a hay bale, saying the words, "I'm about to go to the palace and offer my resignation." Just picture that as you enter the voting booth. Get these Tory fuckers out of government. Well, all the polls are saying that the Tories are comfortably ahead and on course to be the biggest party. But there are a few things that could